I am now of the mind, and I don't know about you, chat, that maybe rapey Kevin Spacey is a bit of our new groundhogs. Like, depending on what messaging he's going to give us in his weird, bizarre, I should be in jail YouTube videos might determine what the future of the next year is going to be. It's also that time of year, the magical time of year, the wonderful time of year, with cheer and joy and songs and bells and candy and all these things, right? That's the time of the year. I'm gonna change the title so you know what I'm talking about. That's right, everybody. It's Kevin Spacey time. Kevin Spacey. You remember Kevin Spacey? He's an Academy Award winning actor. He's got a masterclass. There is a Kevin Spacey masterclass where you can learn from Kevin Spacey the wonders and joys of how to act and how to be frank. Yes, he doesn't do as many movies anymore. Haven't really seen him in the House of Cards. Hasn't been doing much. There was the whole scandal, the scandal of him apparently being a bit sexual assaulty, shall we say, to multiple people throughout the course of his career, and also pedophilic as well, which was unfortunate. But he did utilize the opportunity to be able to come out as an actor. So instead of actually facing up to the accusations and crimes that he'd been accused of, he used it as an opportunity to say, by the way, I'm actually a homosexual, and as such, I think I should be now hopefully turning the narrative into something other than what we're talking about. So we didn't hear from him, and he lost his contract on Netflix. He's no longer part of House of Cards. They finished the entire series without him. They did the old kill you off. And Kevin Spacey has his own YouTube channel. So the first thing we saw out of him was this bizarre video called Let Me Be Frank, where he apparently is in character as this House of Cards character.
I know what you want. Oh, sure, they may have tried to separate us, but what we have is too strong, it's too powerful.
Really weird, because first off, just hauntingly bizarre that he would decide to do this. This is him on his own choice. He's at home. I don't know if it's with a family member or his partner who's going to film him during the segment, but he's yeah, now this seems like a good opportunity to reach out to my fans. So why don't you record me at home and I'll pretend to be Frank Underwood, and it'll be a totally normal thing that just happens in normal life.
I mean, after all, we shared everything, you and I. I told you my deepest, darkest secrets. I showed you exactly what people are capable of. I shocked you with my honesty, but mostly I challenged you and made you think. And you trusted me, even though you knew you shouldn't.
So are you addressing the accusations?
So we're not done, no matter what anyone says. And besides, I know what you want. You want me back.
No.
Of course, some believed everything and have just been waiting with bated breath to hear me confess it all. They're just dying to have me declare that everything said is true and that I got what I deserved. Wouldn't that be easy if it was all so simple? Only you and I both know it's never that simple, not in politics and not in life. But you wouldn't believe the worst without evidence, would you? You wouldn't rush to judgments without facts, would you?
So, I mean, maybe it's meta. It could be that you're trying to explore your own accusations or guilt through a character you were playing, showing that perhaps Shakespeare was correct in that the whole world's a stage and that we within it are merely players.
Did you? No, not you. You're smarter than that. Anyway, all this presumption made for such an unsatisfying ending, and to think it could have been such a memorable send-off. I mean, if you and I have learned nothing else these past years, it's that in life and art, nothing should be off the table. We weren't afraid, not of what we said, and not of what we did, and we're still not afraid. Because I can promise you this. If I didn't pay the price for the things we both know I did do, I'm certainly not going to pay the price for the things I didn't do. Oh, of course, they're going to say I'm being disrespectful, not playing by the rules, like I ever played by anyone's rules before. I never did, and you loved it.
So super weird, super strange. That was in 2018. All right, so the world was different back then. Let's just say that. But that was the year that everything got revealed. Turns out the second appearance would be December 24th, 2019. So he's giving us these kind of little messages, coded messages on Christmas. It's not Christmas without Kevin Spacey. Now this one is called KTWK. I don't know if that's a reference to K-Pax, the movie in which he played an alien, or perhaps not an alien, but this was last year's message.
You didn't really think I was going to miss the opportunity to wish you a Merry Christmas, did you? It's been a pretty good year, and I'm grateful to have my health back. And in light of that, I've made some changes in my life, and I'd like to invite you to join me. As we walk into 2020, I want to cast my vote for more good in this world. Ah, yes, I know what you're thinking. Can he be serious? I'm dead serious. And it's not that hard, trust me. The next time someone does something you don't like, you can go on the attack, but you can also hold your fire and do the unexpected. You can kill them with kindness.
He added the sound effects. I didn't add the sound effects. That's not like, that wasn't me pushing a button. That was him adding the sound effects. He wanted there to be a dramatic sting. Had I done it, it would have sounded a little less impressive. Pew pew pew. Yeah, that's kind of what. But anyways, so that was his message last year. And after saying the whole killing them with kindness, oh, now I get it. KTWK, killing them with kindness. We got 2020. So I am now of the mind, and I don't know about you, chat, that maybe rapey Kevin Spacey is a bit of our new groundhogs. Like, depending on what messaging he's going to give us in his weird, bizarre, I should be in jail YouTube videos might determine what the future of the next year is going to be. And we're all so worried about 2021. So now he has a new message. It was released today. And I, for one, would like to see what he has to say. What does the future hold, ultimately, is what I'm here to learn. This one's called 1-800-XMISS, and it's the first one filmed outdoors.
That's right. What would Christmas Eve be without a message from me?
Wholesome?
That's right. What would Christmas Eve be without a message from me? Look, this past year, Listen, a lot of people have reached out to me this past year and have shared their own struggles. And my ability to be there for them has really only been possible because of my own difficulties. And while it's been a privilege to offer support, I have to say, frankly, it's also been beyond my abilities, and it's bigger than me. Because heartbreakingly, so many have talked about things having gotten so bad for them that they've contemplated taking their own lives. And that's enough for me to want to take an entirely different approach this year, to acknowledge their pain and say to anyone out there who's struggling or contemplating that idea, please, please do not take that step. If you're standing in a place that you can no longer remain standing, if you're suffering, if you need help, if you feel guilt or shame, if you're struggling with your identity, if your back's up against the wall, or if you feel that there is no path for you, whatever your situation, I promise you there is a path. And that at this time, during this holiday and beyond, even if you don't feel it, there are people out there who understand and who can help, because you are not alone. And so I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, a great 2021, and say to all those out there who might be suffering, it gets better. It does get better. Happy holidays, everyone.
Well, not if you're one of his victims. I'm glad at least if he's going to talk about something like that, he did put the number at the very end, because this one was called 1-800-XMIS, and I thought that's just where it's going to leave. But yeah, that was new levels of creepy. I didn't think I needed in my life. Why? Like, what's with the directorial decision there? Was there another person there? Was he like sitting on the park bench? And the other person's like filming him, and he's like, okay, and now what's going to happen, say, is I'm going to grab the camera from you, because I want it to be POV. I want them to feel as if I am grabbing their shoulder. Yes, resting my hand upon their shoulder and walking towards them. Yes, as if they have no choice but to listen to my words. So I'll be walking towards them, holding the camera, and then hopefully it won't be awkward by any measure, and I can talk about things that I don't really have any really appropriate sense speaking about, because of all the bad things that I've done. But, 1-800-Christmas.
What lies around the corner? Never knowing who's going to kill you. Are you the next one to be murked? You never know if it's a friend or a foe. If you want to see the biggest names in BreadTube, Left Twitch, and Butterthing, and I don't know the fucking names anymore, come see Left Among Us.
If you want us to advertise your channel or work, please go to weareserfs.com and email us a 20 to 30 second ad, and we'll take it on to the end of one of our videos to help promote your leftist channel or progressive something. Whatever you do.
To our God, I'm Rast, Xander Corvus, and Schlatsky, we shall commit blood sacrifices in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, our lives are yours to command. To our lords, Jeffrey Lamb, Trevor R., Stephen, Hans Josephine, Poppy Nelson, Ryan Lubin, Jimothy K. Meeblebeeps Jr., we bow meekly for your pleasure. To our knights of the round table, Josh Mickelson, Dylan Bythe, Zach Christensen, Todd Buckingham, Todd Lajeunesse, Political Puppy, Jimmy Bignuts, Andreas Chitoro, Good Poon Hates Cops, That's Solid Poon Then, Dr. Zayas, Yoppie, Violent Orchard, Sophie Baby, Jack Darko, Thomas Barretton, J. Fraser Cartwright, Goofalankius, Melissa Murphy, Nicholas Marks, Alexander Thaler, Ali Rada Jaffer, Alex Gauvin, Radical Maniac, we salute you.